Oh, we rolling. Oh, my bad. Welcome to another weekly edition of the Best Way to Smoke News, sponsored by none other than Cali Guy. Just stop smoking spit.
Basically.
Just as simple as that. And this is being presented to you by none other than Serpo Jr.
Big J.
And check him out. Cannabis use may raise your risk of cardiovascular event.
Interesting.
Researchers say. Two separate studies examine the long-term use of cannabis and the impact it may have on the heart. The first study showed that daily cannabis use increases the risk of developing heart failure by 34%. The second study found that older cannabis users are more likely to have a heart attack or other heart event during hospital stays. Though the findings are compelling, they are limited since the studies didn't examine whether people inhaled cannabis or consumed edibles. The scientists hope that continuing research in this area will help cannabis users become better informed and help healthcare providers be better informed about how to guide their patients. I'm kind of like iffy on that one right there, though. You know what I mean? It's like if you are talking to your, you know what I'm saying, your doctor or something about your medical use, the advice that they can give is only medical. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be able to give you medical cannabis advice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I believe this study just needs a little bit more research.
Yeah, I agree with that. Moving on. Senate approves bill that would allow medical cannabis recommendations from Veterans Affairs doctors. In November 2023, the Senate approved a bill that, if signed into law, would allow doctors at the Department of Veterans Affairs, the VA, to recommend cannabis as a treatment, but only in states where cannabis is legal. The fiscal year 2024 Military Construction, Veteran Affairs, and related agencies measure passed with a vote of 85 to 15, with the amendment concerning veteran access to medical cannabis added earlier this year. The Malconvey provides support for critical housing, infrastructure, and facilities for U.S. military forces and their families, as well as increased funding for veterans' health care and benefits. Man, yeah, moving on.
Nothing to say.
Shouts out to the veterans, though.
Yeah.
Shouts out to the veterans.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania looking for a new medical marijuana track and trace provider. What the fuck is this about? Pennsylvania Office of Medical Marijuana has started looking for a new track and trace software provider for the state's MMJ program, medical marijuana program. The contract holder will be responsible for both seed and sale tracking in the state's medical cannabis program, as well as a registry for providers, medical professionals, patients, and caregivers, according to the notice of procurement on the government website. Meredith Buettner, the executive director of the Pennsylvania Cannabis Coalition, said she fields many calls.
Hey, man. We doing the news high. Shit, what the fuck you expect?
Listen to the message, though, but check me out. Meredith Buettner, the executive director of the Pennsylvania Cannabis Coalition, she said fields many calls from operators frustrated with the current traceability system, which impacts the entire supply chain when it comes into working. In September, for example, Buettner said the system was down roughly 19 hours. I can see how, you know what I'm saying, like the call centers or whatever it may be getting all kind of little ear havoc. 19 hours. We lose our ability to move plants from one stage to another. We lose our ability to label products. We lose our ability to ship products, to receive deliveries. she told MJ Biz Daily. So pretty much, you know what I'm saying, with the system that they got and working with now, with the fluctuation of it and all that, like shit, during that fluctuation, they losing out on a lot.
Man.
Company and patients.
And they made a job offer out of a press release.
Gotta get it
They just
together.
tell you
Get it.
got fired.
Man. Texas DPS says more than 130 medical marijuana dispensary applications received so far. Okay. Austin, Texas. More than 130 applications have been received by the Texas Department of Public Safety from those looking to open a medical marijuana dispensary in Texas. A bill to expand Texas medical marijuana program was passed by the State House of Representatives in April before it died in the Senate. While DPS said there's no current plans to expand usage law, all 132 applications have been paid. Through the program, DPS operates an online registry of qualified physicians who can prescribe low tetrahydrocannabinol, THC. I said that wrong like a motherfucker, but look.
Tetrahydrocannabinol.
Man, good looking, my nigga.
I know that word.
Yeah, tetrahydrocannabinol, THC. I know that word. You know, that abbreviation. A chemical found in marijuana to patients with specific medical conditions. In 2015, the legislature approved the Compassionate Use Act, making low THC medical marijuana legal for patients with interactable. Cause why you shake your head like that? You threw me up. Interactable epilepsy. In 2019, it was expanded to cover neurodegenerative disease. What? The terminal cancer. In 2021, it was expanded again for the forms of cancer and PTSD. I mean, that's dope. Just on some real shit, though. That's hopefully they let these companies, as far as for the medical reasons and stuff like that, they let these companies, these people that's applying to be companies in the industry, you know, hopefully let them get there because it'll help people out there that's dealing with all these different kind of things.
Man, and on top of that, you know what I'm saying, all 132 applications has been paid.
Yep.
So whatever, like, because, you know, in a lot of industries, you got to pay for certain certifications, classes, you know what I'm saying? So whatever it is, all they stuff is paid up. You know what I'm saying? So they really just waiting on the state and the city.
Yeah. Get it together, Texas.
California and Washington's controversial 2024 marijuana laws. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Whole squad ready. Man, look, here in November, this is published in November, more and more states continue to enact new marijuana laws to reflect a greater degree of tolerance. Not surprisingly, California and Washington are taking the lead in a more progressive and pro-employee approach beginning in 2024. Employers in these states will have to change the way they conduct marijuana drug testing if they conduct it at all. So pretty much, you know what I'm saying, it's like, man, we trying to recreationally use, medically use, you know what I'm saying, and make some money all at the same damn time.
Yes.
That's your news. The Circle Junior.
Big J.
The baby.